Hey guys, welcome back to the EA Sports FC 25 Chesterfield career mode. As I talk about in the last episode, where I'll be gone, I'll be away for 2 weeks, and in terms of how the uploading schedule is going to be like. So the last episode was out on a Monday, and today will be out on a Wednesday. So I think hopefully I will do enough episodes where I'm able to upload once every 2 days. That's the best I could do. I don't think I can do, all I don't know how many episodes together. But I think once we're in the Premier League, I'm just saying because based on what we have here, we're 15 points clear at the top of the league table, very likely to get promoted at this moment unless Burnley wins all their games and we lose, or we just keep dropping points for the final few games of the season. But I really genuinely don't see us losing or giving away the title at this point of the season. So we just gotta hang in there and try and play the best football we can. Like I said, or like I did in last season, where if we claim as champion the moment when we lift up the trophy, whatever games happen in the end will be pretty much be seamed, because that's pretty much what I'm going to do at this moment. But right here for the first game here, we got Coventry at home. And Jake Young, despite not getting a lot of opportunity for this season, simply because quality is not quite there. We have two better players than him. But in terms of his ability, experience, he still got it. He's still relatively young, 24, 25-year-old. So, but scoring a hat trick for us. I don't think a lot of players score a hat trick. Maybe Samuel Martin with a hat trick this season so far. Maybe he's the only player to do so. Actually, Force also did it as well. So I'm glad to see Jake Young also got himself a hat trick there. But for the second game here, we got Birmingham at home. And by the way, this will be, I think, for this gameplay or for this episode, I'm trying to do a little bit more of a Baert appreciation post. I mentioned about last episode where he just made tons of saves, and I think I haven't been really including his saving ability, save clips in it. So this episode we are going to put a few more montages of him making numerous saves, like right there. Just I think the fact that, guys, if you guys are doing a Road to Glory career mode, be sure if you have to have a scout, make sure scout a goalkeeper for 9 months, because during that 9 months you certainly get yourself a very good goalkeeper. And once you get yourself a very good goalkeeper, I think you're pretty much set for the rest of the career mode. You don't really have to sell him. I think right now, Baert is 78, 79 rated at the moment, which is perfectly great for a championship player. I think if a player is above 75 rated, which means they are good enough to be in the Premier League. Again, if you're 80 to 83, then absolutely perfect level in the Premier League. But in our team, we still have a few players that are, haven't quite reached the 75 rated yet. But again, I assume that we're going to get into the Premier League, like I said. So I'm just going to talk about what's going to be happening in the next season, or what we expect in the next season. So hopefully in the squad, I hope everybody will be at least 75 rated for each position. Like the backup can be a little bit lower, but whoever's starting, right, excluding young players, whoever's starting has to be at least 71 or 72 rated in the Premier League. That's all I'm saying. Cup competition, we can just ignore that, especially for the Carabao Cup. FA Cup, I don't think we are the favorites to win it in the next few years unless we have a massive do-over for the squad. But I think other than that, we're pretty much anticipated our squad to be good enough to be competing in the Premier League. I'm not saying we have to win the Premier League, but the fact that just survive in the first year. I think first year is going to be tough. We all know in real life, teams getting promoted, they instantly get relegated the season after, and there is a lot of talks going on in terms of how we should, balance that, because it is going to be a problem in the future if Premier League proceeds to be like that. This season, if you're asking me in real life, there's Sunderland, Leeds United, and Burnley. I think Sunderland had a good case for them to stay up, maybe in the later mid-table, but certainly not getting relegated. Maybe Leeds United can also be staying under the Premier League. I feel like there's a few Premier League teams could be relegated this season. Brentford could be another one because losing Thomas Frank, their coach for 12 years. The captain, Wisa, seemingly might be leaving the club. And then Brain, the best player, have gone to United. And you just know that, without the core group of the players, they could be getting relegated. So that's my prediction out there in terms of who's going to win the Premier League for the upcoming season. Very interesting. I don't think I would give my take at this moment. But let's talk about the game itself right here. We got Norwich City. Every time when we play against Norwich City, it's an ugly game. We just score a lot of goals. We concede a lot of goals. And right there, even though we're not quite conceding a lot of goals yet, but we just got ourselves player sent off. Kenny Tete, 7 minutes in, just, tripped the player. I'm not saying the player's through on goal, but I don't know. I mean, in modern refereeing, that could be the red card. So he's gone, and we have to play with 10 men with about 83 minutes to go. But the funniest thing is, it doesn't seem like we're down by a player. We're still playing our beautiful football. Look on the right side, without Kenny Tete, here comes Van der Poel on the right side, looking for a little bit of support, and we start making some inside run. And Yoni finding Kendall, making it 3-2. It is going to be an ugly game. I'm just going to put it out there. It is pretty ugly already. And 3-2 already with 12 more minutes to go. Here comes Rowe, and we won the ball back by Kendall. He wins the ball, sets the ball back to the middle to Forrest, and Van der Poel just nicely slot that one in to make it 3-2. A 4-2 right now with 2-goal cushion. 10 more minutes to go. Are we able to get a win? But it's hard right now. We're just trying to pull play down, making sure we don't allow them to concede. But it's just hard. I mean, what a save that one. What a save by Baert. Just putting his foot up. And this is the funniest goal I ever conceded. Payu trying to play a quick free kick, but instead overhauled by 3 to 4 Norwich player in front of him. He didn't even realize what was going on, allowing Norwich City to find that consolation goal. 4-3, we got our win, but again, it's an ugly one. Who cares at this point if we're getting promoted or we still winning games? And right here for the March Youth Academy report, here we got 3 here, Gomez, Gay, and Gay. Holy cow. God, okay, so we're just gonna have a tongue twister there at one point. But in England right now, scouting some local young talents. Riley Wheatley looks fine, but Lancaster looks great. Payne also looks good as well. I'm not going to promote them yet. Again, in terms of the potential, has to be in that range of 11 or less. But in terms of Iran, we still haven't really found a Farsi player at this moment, so it's going to take a while to do so. And as I said, Bugart seems to be the next player to getting called up very soon. Maybe Meyer as well, and Andreasen. We got a bunch of players getting very closer to 60 rated and to 17-year-old. I mentioned it a lot of times, if players are 17-year-old, 60 plus, especially in the start of next season, usually that's the time where I would promote them and loan them out for a 2-year to another club. And right here we got Burnley. This is a big game over here. I mean, they're sitting at second. We're currently 17 points clear at the moment. So if we beat them, then that would be 20 points clear. After this game, with 3 minutes in, we got a very good save, Bart. But right now, we just couldn't simply score any goals here. For the one last, and here comes Kendall on the left side, cuts it in the middle, brilliantly done. But the goalkeeper rushed out to make a fantastic save, and that is pretty much it for the end of the game. You don't see that very often. A 0-0 draw. Usually we either thrash the teams or having a ping pong game, I would call it. But it's the first time in a while where we got a clean sheet and not scoring any goals in the same game as well. And moving on to the next game, Inyoni makes a very good tackle on our own box, and here comes the counter attack. Here comes Van der Poel, just trying to drive the ball into the middle. Here comes Armstrong, seemingly going in the upcoming summer. And Jake Young starting this game, Bonfatti. And as we all know, he is out with an injury, so Jake Young has to play a little bit more football than expected. But we're off to a very good start. Here comes Payu, by the way. Getting a little bit more game time. I think Arce it's injured, something like that. And that was a very good save initially by Bartz, but the rebound from... I think this is I forgot which play that was, but it's a good rebound, good finish, 1-1. Game is tied. Second half, 5 minutes after halftime. Here comes Kendall, makes a very good finish there. Drills that one to bottom right corner to make it 2-1 with about 39 minutes to play, and we're just not gonna back down from here. We just gotta kill teams, by our ability. Here comes Jake Young trying to win the ball back, no foul, and Yoni finding Jake Young again. Good first touch, great finish. I love that type of finish where you just kind of chest it down or just kind of control it with your thigh, brings it down, and just simplest of, the simplest of finish. 3 more minutes to go, and it's time to find the killer. Oh, what a goal that was by Samuel Martin. I gotta put it out there. I know season's ending very soon. We still have about 10 plus more games to go. But Samuel Martin is definitely my player of the season for this season. He has been phenomenal. He is always available. Didn't really get injured. But when he plays, he either provides assists or scoring wonderful goals. And when times we need goals, he's certainly right there to give us some goals, and that's all you need to do from a player like him. Plus, more importantly, we got him from free agency market with great potential. You don't see that very often. Usually, players like him will definitely get snatched by a bigger club, but I'm very happy that I had him. For the final game today, we're at Luton Town, down by 1 goal very early on, but we were able to respond with a very good goal. Ty goal land with the 1-1 goal. And here comes 23rd minute. Here comes Bergquist on the left, chips it to the middle to force. Good first touch. It's a little bit clumsy there, but in the end, his concentration, determination show why he is not bad of a player, right? And 43 minutes in, here comes Martin, through on goal. Poor goalkeeping by the goalkeeper. Should have kept that one away. But instead, we got ourselves a 2-goal cushion heading into the second half, but not so soon. Here comes Adebayo, the former, or at least I did sign him on my Crystal Palace career mode earlier this year, has made it 3-2, and we're just, I don't know, it's just games are getting ugly. But like I said, who cares when the game's getting ugly? Sana, I think this is Sana. No, that's Force. Makes it 4-2 with a 2-goal cushion. There you go, with about 51 more minutes to go, actually 31 more minutes to go. But we are just not really good at defending, isn't it? Where is our defense? Everybody is off the chart. RSA coming on. And that's a good goal by Morris to make it 4-3. We just got hang in there. I really want to clinch. I really want to win the championship very early on. But it doesn't seem like it's going to be the case. With 10 more minutes to go. Here comes another goal by Adebayo, and that is going to be a 4-4 draw in the end. With 21 points at the top of the league table, I think right now, if you do the math correctly, we have about 7 games to spare. So if we win our next 2 or 3 games, then I'm pretty sure we're going to get crowned as a champion. So hopefully we're going to do that in the next episode. If that's the case, next episode will be the final season of Season 3. And we're going to move on to Season 4, which is the Premier League, very, very soon. So I'm very excited for that. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in a bit.